Alright, so we sitting up in the Whole Foods getting to it right now. I'm about to just do a quick market breakdown. I got a baby girl over here with me doing her math homework.
Math work from Q1, I love it.
She got math tutoring all summer. She been doing it all year, but she in the 4th grade on the 7th grade level, math level. We just keeping it rolling. All right, cool. So we're gonna hop right into it. I took trades on the Nasdaq and gold today. To me it was a kind of a sloppy day. I still finished the day up. This week we were as high as up 4,000 on the P&L. We finished the week up about 2,500. So took a few losses. I think we handled it well, just being patient, not going crazy. Today I did try to up the contract sizes a little bit. I really didn't like how I did that, but it's okay. I want to keep it at an even size and even trades. Market was a little choppy, I think because it's Juneteenth, but I think it's all good, man. Let me tell you, it's all good. So let's hop right into the Nasdaq. Yeah, so you see the market close at a half day, and they typically do this. So I was waiting on this move to happen all day. I was literally waiting on price to. I thought it was maybe going to continue to push up a little bit, so I did ride it up a little bit. But you see, it just created this trend line liquidity, and then basically sold off. Oh, straight there, trash that. So you can see I had set this line, this trend line liquidity right there. It did break eventually and was working its way down into this fair value gap here. I'm on the 15 currently, but I think I mostly like to execute. You're from the 15 and the 5 a lot of times. I will go as low as a 2 minute. And you see it was starting to make its way after going through some consolidation here. And we know that's consolidation because we got a lot of even highs and lows. My baby girl over here, she actually knows a little bit about market structure. At least she knows what it is theoretically. That she know how to apply it yet. Maybe not so much, but we getting there. So we were just waiting on this breakout of consolidation. We had another fair value gap opening up here. You can see inside the box where the price was consolidating. We had an entry point opening up here, and then we were just trying to slide down to this area, basically short. The execution today was ugly. I ain't gonna lie to you. The execution was kind of ugly. And it wasn't that bad, but I was taking my profits. Price will pop a little bit, and then it was coming right back to my entry. And after like 2 or 3 times, I was like, man, let me get out this trade. I didn't feel the best today, and then I just didn't really like how the market was moving. Because as y'all seen before, when price wants to go, it wants to go. And those are trades you would rather be in than to sit through that other stuff. You know, in my opinion, I'm like, I'd rather just not even trade that, you know, or get out with a little bit of profit, which is what I did today. We probably like took maybe $300 or $400 in just small profits. You know what I'm saying? This would have got me that 1 to 3. I was also targeting these areas down here, which would have got me a 1 to 7, as you can see. Just having my stops right over this area right here, right? So down here, what I'm seeing on this 5 minute is, because I haven't really taught this yet. If you're familiar with ICT concepts or just some advanced market knowledge concepts, like just when it comes to like institutional trading and smart money concepts, ICT concepts, then you know about fair value gaps, you know about inverse fair value gaps, you know about order blocks, and those different types of PD arrays. And so with those, you can basically just find different types of opportunities and stuff like that. So it's there for you. So so this is what I saw. This was the move I was looking for. The move that actually happened today was probably which I could have caught was, this is probably my best move right here that I could have caught today. It was a little ahead of the market open. But you see this clear fair value gap here. Price came down. This would have been an easy trade. We got a nice volume kicking in from here. I'd have had my stops probably under like this level, at least bare minimum. I like to run tighter stops, so I'd have had about right there. Went for a 1 to 3, probably maybe a little more. I went for at least a 1 to 3. Probably targeted right above this high for me. That's where liquidity would be resting. The buy side liquidity was going to be resting on this side, and I'll talk about these concepts soon too in my trading. But buy side liquidity is resting right here. I don't think we have highs above that in the Asian. Oh, absolutely, actually we do. But I like the sweep of that London high. That still would have been a nice area to just exit the trade. You know what I'm saying? Or either one of these fair value gaps too. We came up as high as this fair value gap here, which is a small one. Did we get into this one? No, we didn't. We kind of got into these even highs right here. This still would have been nice place to exit too. But I like this fair value gap here as well. It's a smaller one, but it's nonetheless it is. And there's even a slight price gap that was filled there, but that would have been a nice one. That would have got us a 1 to 5, guys. That would have been a nice looking trade right there. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'd have risked 500 to make about 2,500. That would have put us up like 5K on the week. You know what I mean? But regardless, we did. I think we did well. Just protecting our equity, keeping our trades sizing and position sizing like at it's a consistent level, not sizing up too much, over leveraging, over trading. That's what I saw there. Today on gold, let's go over to gold, and let's see a couple other things I want to point out too. We are basically in a confirmed uptrend overall. I'll slide that out to the 1 hour for this day. So overall, I would say we're kind of we got to shift the structure. We got to shift the structure. It looked like we're basically going to create an uptrend, And so I was that was my bias for the day. Am I married to that bias? No, I was not married to that bias. If you look and just want to confirm that we are potentially in an uptrend, you can see if you just mark these swing lows here. You just connect these swing lows. I can start from here with it. Connect these swing lows. I would say that's an uptrend. You can call this a little range and consolidation area on the higher time frame. But right here, I would say this is a confirmed uptrend for the most part. Even here, even in the smaller areas, I would say this is still an uptrend after coming off this dip from this major high after last week's SpaceX IPO day. They IPO'd on Friday. Sunday, we had a crazy price gap. Price shot up, coming close to back to recent highs. We were as high as 105-ish. We got back up to 30,970s. And we had a pullback out there. We had a sell-off on Tuesday. See, we sold off. Let me get some of this information out the way. See, we sold off right here. I'll draw a little bit. Yeah, so we had this price gap after, because SpaceX IPO'd Friday. We had this consolidation and range going on. I did not like that Friday. Sunday open, we shot up. Monday, we continued up. We had a little slight pullback in the Asian session. London session, we started working our way up. You can see that coming into New York, mostly coming into New York, consolidation and in London, and then we sold off in in New York open. Sold off. Had a pullback, started creating this downtrending structure. Sold off by, what was this, Wednesday? This was Tuesday, we sold off. Monday, we were pushing up. Tuesday, we sold off. Asian session going into London. Asian session, we pulled back. And then London session, we started to continue down with a slight pullback and some consolidation in New York session. Then by the New York evening, we were starting off again. And then that's when we had that turnaround coming into Asian session, going into Thursday, right? We started got this little head and shoulders pattern created right here. And we're starting to get uptrending structure and breaking these major points, showing that we are now getting a shift of structure and moving to the upside potentially. You know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of expecting us to continue up. We shall see how that goes. We might fill those gaps and stuff like that. And who knows, you know? Let's see what's going on in the 4 hour. Yeah, that was a nice pullback right here. What was this? Tuesday was a crazy pullback in June. Early beginning of June. Yeah, we just been bouncing up from there. So I think we going new highs, bro. I think we going, man, we might hit like 35,000 this year. I ain't gonna lie, 35, 40,000 this year, man. I ain't gonna even lie. I want to see what the analysts are saying about where the Nasdaq could potentially go this year. Usually they always give their what they think price is gonna, you know, reach for the year. Let me get that out the way. All right, let's go over to the gold. I took like a small scalp on gold today. Mostly I seen it selling off. I missed a big sell for real. Today didn't really do much, but we had been selling off from. We've been selling off since Wednesday the 17th. That was a big sell off in the evening, and then we coming into Thursday, we was selling off. Friday, mostly selling off. I think we didn't get too much moving Friday. Friday was nothing. I should never even try to trade that, honestly. Feel like we're trying to turn around. RSI were oversold, so we were oversold. Price immediately trying to start turned around, trying to create some structure, mostly consolidating. I had got in on this down here. I got in on turnaround. Matter of fact, let's see my executions. Watch this. Watch my executions right here. Trading execution runs. Wow. Okay, cool. So you see, I tried to get in on a turnaround, triple bottom. I'm seeing we are sitting inside this fair value gap here. Right, we're sitting inside this fair value gap. Boom, I'm like, we keep rejecting. Gold likes to do that. Gold likes to come hit that entry point 3 and 4 times, bro, before it catches run. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing fair value gaps being created. I'm seeing we pulling up here. I'm like, we're just trying to get an easy go. I was up as much as 1,000. I probably only took, let's see, balance history. So look, I took that 240 on gold. I took this 140 on NQ. I took this 130 on NQ. Took another 30 on gold. What was it? Was this today? This is the 19th. NQ 295. So that's what the day was looking like. This was a loss yesterday. I had a loss of 600, loss of 530. Yeah, so like I said, bro, this is the process, man. This is the process. And next week we're gonna come in looking even sharper. I'm glad I was just able to get in here and do a quick breakdown and show what's going on. Not too concerned with gold right now. I'm trying to see if we're gonna turn around or do something. So I'm looking at these major areas of resistance here. Got weekly fair value gaps marked out, daily fair value gaps too. Let me see. Daily. So I got these fair value gaps marked out. Let me clear out a lot of this information on my screen. Alright, cool. Okay. Yeah, look like we continue to sell off. We just continue to sell off. So I'm not mad at that. You know what I'm saying? It's a clear sell-off points. And so look like we're gonna probably bounce from this major area here. What's the monthly chart looking like? What the hell? Oh, I was trying to get to the monthly. Let's take me down to the 1 minute. I want to see what the monthly is looking like. Jimmy, what are you over here doing, girl? Big fair value gap on the monthly chart. We pulling back into right here, as y'all can see. Jimmy, what is going on, girl? Are you getting that work done while you doing all that dancing?
Yeah, I'm doing the chicken dance.
Alright, it's chicken dance. Alright, cool. So we that's huge. because gold is going to be set to take off here soon. Probably once we fill these areas, mitigate these areas, we're probably going back up to break. We never broke 5,000. I think if gold can hit these spots in the next couple months, we're probably going to get a run by the time we get a sell-off in the market. The market should start to sell off closer to the end of July, August, September, October. We should get some strong pullbacks, some nice healthy pullbacks for the market to continue running, and some nice entries coming up. I expect gold to, over this time, to be selling off, getting back to this area, and then once it get back to this area, it should start running when NQ, S&P, and the market is selling off, right? So we excited for that. SpaceX actually didn't even, let's see SpaceX. SPCX, y'all ain't familiar with it. SpaceX, you can see it's brand spanking new, so ain't nothing going on with it. Right, so SpaceX actually kind of sold off today. I would say it's still really you could say it's downtrending right now, and that's cool. Once this thing start really building out some structure, it'll start to make a lot more sense on how to move, how to trade it. We got price gaps it needs to fill. Like watch this right here. We got this price gap. You can see immediately on the open. People have been buying this thing. The hype is real for SpaceX, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you. Jimmy, you might be working for SpaceX if you're trying to be an astronaut. You still trying to be an astronaut, baby girl? You gonna be working for SpaceX. So yeah, SpaceX, you see us coming in, probably trying to fill these price gaps before it takes off. This looking like a nice area to grab it. Probably below here is probably a nice area to grab it as well. Anything below it's open. It's probably open for grabs. As much as, like, I would say as much as like 140. I would keep that in mind and just watch. And then I wouldn't even buy in until I get the right indications that there's been a shift of structure, and then now we're going to continue or start creating uptrending structure. So coming soon. So that is the breakdown for Friday's trades, and then what I'm looking for basically going into next week. So next week, I'm expecting gold to continue selling off. Overall. I'm expecting, let me see, down into this monthly and these weekly fair value gaps I marked off. See about NQ. I expect us to take a slight dip and then continue buying, going to new highs, going into August, September, and October. July isn't here yet, but it's on the way. July, I think we might do okay. I actually want to do a little research on July. Let me just see what, watch this. What are the, let me see. Where's oil prices? What is the average return on U.S. indices for July? So they're saying historically July is one of the strongest months for the U.S. stock market, with the broad S&P 500 generating an average historical return of 1.1% to 1.4%. It typically ranks the third best performing month of the year for major indices. That's pretty good. Hey, like I said, this is what I'm thinking, man. Nasdaq 100 tends to see higher average returns of the Nasdaq. So we just read about up here That, and then I'm going straight to the Nasdaq. Tends to see higher average returns of 1.7% with historically strong win rates of around 67%. The Dow Jones has lower but positive historical averages, typically earning around 0.5 to 10%. I really want to see a chart on what's this? Let's see what this is. A big sell-off and then a bigger rally. This has been what it's been doing, honestly, guys. This is 2025. I don't really want to know about 2025 like that, for real. I mean, we're gonna have to base it off of history. Right now, what I really would like to see is like maybe like a 50-year. I want to see like a 50-year diagram or Excel sheet of the returns from S&P and the Nasdaq. You know what I'm saying? But I think this is good enough right here for now. I'll do some deeper research from there. And hey man, that's it, man. That's all I got for y'all, bro. We're gonna cut this short. You know, baby girl, we hanging out in Whole Foods. We just had some pizza. She getting her math homework done. She is losing her brain right now. I'm telling you, bro. She is losing her brain. All right, man. Y'all enjoy y'all weekend, man. This will be up shortly. Peace.